record. Okay, all right. So anyway, I'm Allie and I'm filling in for Tish this morning just to really kick off this call, because the real amazing part of this call is that our very own Connie Allred is going to be sharing her goodness this morning. I absolutely love Connie's calls are probably my favorite calls of all of the Treasure Tribe calls. But Tish is celebrating Dana Dorsey's sales VP promotion with some of her team members this morning. So she's not going to be here with us, but I just had a couple of reminders that I just wanted to go very, very quick housekeeping. Okay. Not a long housekeeping, just a couple of housekeeping things. So first, it is week 2. We're coming to the close of week 2. We call this quarter, I don't know if we do, I call this the golden quarter, right? We're in the final 3 months of the year. That goal, we can make gold. Just kidding. Like amazing things happen, right? And it is one of those times where I say things pop up. We've all, it's action that we have put in that we didn't think that results were going to come. Many times it pops up at this time of year. And many times at this time of year, we get a higher return of rate of investment on our time. And so basically, more parties want to be done, more people want to become stylists, and we can sell more jewelry. Why? Because people want to host parties because everyone's shopping for the holidays. Lots of people actually want to take on something this, maybe give themselves the reason. It's the reason finally, because it's the holidays and everybody's shopping. So therefore they want to, they want a residual, another stream of income. So they think, okay, I can do this. This is something I can try during this time of year because my friend Connie does it and she's rocking it. And maybe I could actually pay for the holidays with cash as opposed to credit. But then also because everybody is shopping, our sale, like they love our sale and they want to spend, they just are spending more than they typically do, right? So we're making hay. Actually, I know Tish says it. I don't even know this. What is it? Make hay while the sun is shining. Is that what it is? Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That's funny that she uses that because I'm sure our father has said that, but that wasn't.
Allie, our father said that.
I know, but I don't know. That's not one of the things I always heard. I heard this literally 2 days ago, you guys. I heard, well, Allie, that's why they call it work and not fun. 48 hours ago, he said those words to me. He was talking about his job, not mine. Okay. I'm not saving lives. He's saving lives. But if you wonder where our insane work ethic comes from, Christy, Tish, and I, it's because we were told that's why you call it work, not fun, our whole lives. That's the one that I remember, not make hay while the sun is shining. Anyway, but it's the golden quarter and we're 2 weeks into it. So a couple of little mid-month check-ins. I was just doing this with my team. RRC level 1 closes out on Wednesday. Okay. We close on Wednesday. If you're new and this is your first call, please tell me in the chat, say, this is my first call. Okay. So Wednesdays is when we close business out. And on Wednesday, the 13th is when we close out week 2 of October. And we have $1,000 net and non, and you get your $250 in free jewelry. Okay. So don't miss out. Okay. Ashley, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. This is your first call. And Lisa, hey, Lisa, Lisa's a bright light. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Lisa, first call. Okay. So second thing happening the first 2 weeks of the month is our Moonlight Impression Bracelet. Okay. We've had a lot going on the first 2 weeks of October. Okay. But I don't even know that we've talked very much about this because we talked about the sherbet. We talked about the vision earrings. We've talked about the hope bracelet. We've now talked about the Rosie bracelet. We haven't talked about this very much. So submit $1,500 the first 2 weeks of the month by Wednesday. And we get, I say like this, like close it down. Submit that party. Okay. We get the Moonlight Impression Bracelet. So I didn't want you to forget that. Don't wait till Wednesday. I know many of y'all are like, let's just wait till, I'm guilty of it. Let's just get it done on Tuesday. Okay. A couple of things that you can do if you have a couple open parties, or if you have an open party that's not yet at 10, reach out to your hostess, reach out to the guests, give your last ditch effort to get a couple more orders if you're not quite at the 1,000 or the 1,500. All right. Do your countdown recognition in your Facebook group. And just do your actions, not knowing if it's going to bring results or not, but at least tomorrow when you're closing down, you'll know that you did something. Okay. So that's that. First 2 weeks of the month. Okay. Another reminder, fall in. Who is all in? I feel like a teacher. Who is all in? Yep, me too. I need to change the view to speaker view. I just realized. Okay, so our fall in incentive for the month of October. Okay, so check where you are. $5,000 net and non gets you this gorgeous. I know Jeannie Pool has this bag. Like, we need Jeannie to, if you have the bag, Jeannie, if you're with us, you have the bag, show us the bag. Okay, so that's that. If you sell 10K, then you get this a beautiful. I saw a woman with this on the other day, and this shawl, this Gucci inspired wrap. I was like, that is beautiful. Actually, no, I didn't see a woman with this. Okay, so that is the 10K. You get that. Okay. The 15K, Christy, I don't know if you noticed, but when we were at Kaizen the other day, there was a woman sitting at the bar, I forgot to tell you, that had this tote. And it looked so expensive. I mean, it's not a cheap tote, but it looked like Gucci. I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is really trending. So 15K, you get all three. Okay, so go look at where you are. Go look at where you are. Don't not know where you are. I know many times, because we don't have something that just blares at us where our sales are, sometimes you have to actually go and dig and see in your dashboard. All you see is the week and the previous week, but go see where you are for the month and make your plan. We have 2.5 more weeks to go. Okay, don't discount what you're capable of. Go and execute, book your parties, figure out how many parties you want to do. Go see if you've done the perfect 10 idea. I haven't done it yet. Okay, I'm actually doing it this week, because guess what? October is the 10th month of the year, all month long. So I'm actually doing a perfect 10 party on Tuesday, because it's my birthday week, and I'm a perfect 10 at my ripe mid 40, right? Mid 40s. That's all I'm saying now, the mid 40s. So you can execute on that still. It's a great idea. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to share. Wednesday is National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know if Tish actually shared this in the Treasure Tribe. I know that my team is doing a pink out on Wednesday night, on Wednesday, which essentially is everybody do a party, grab a hostess for Wednesday, October the 13th, because it is National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Okay, so it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all month long, but it's a great day to actually, for all of us to grab a hostess, book a party, share, do a regular party. You can share a cart. You can talk about the Rosie bracelet. You can actually do whatever you want. But if we all have a hostess on Wednesday to really bring awareness to the Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day, then just a reminder, it's not too late to grab a hostess. I mean, if you are using our hybrid script, today is the day that you open up the party. So grab a hostess, open the party today. You can do that party Wednesday night. Okay, those were my top little reminders. Is there anything that I missed? Christy's face is big on my screen, so I don't know. I'm looking at Christy. Is there anything that I missed that we need to remind ladies of, the Treasure Tribe, before we punt it over to Connie and all her goodness?
I think you're good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, Connie. Okay, so beautiful Connie Allred, company VP. Absolutely love, you want to pink out. Okay, so Lisa, it's not too late because you can open that party today. Okay, Connie, our beautiful Connie, is going to be sharing her goodness today. She is going to talk about objections, and I'm always so interested and intrigued at what Connie has to share, because she's such a phenomenal trainer. There are ladies on my team that their businesses changed whenever they heard a call of Connie's call that I think most people, your bag's at the beach, Jeannie, that's not fair. Most people have heard her, what type of stylist are you? Your full-time, your fun time,
sometime,
part-time,
full-time, big time.
Big time. Yes, I knew that. And it's changed their business. So if you haven't heard that and you want to change your business, then we can share that call with Connie. But today, Connie's going to share with us objections and hesitations and how to handle them and what the difference between those two are. So thank you guys for joining, and thank you, Connie.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I appreciate that. And I I just love being here and I'm just feel honored to do this training. And yes, there is a difference between hesitations and objections. So we're going to talk about what's the difference and then what to say to them. I have 8 examples with exact verbiage I'm going to say to you and share with you. But first, I want you to put in the chat if you are doing Facebook parties, home parties, or Calendar parties, or all of them. I want to see what you're doing, because what I have to share with you applies to those. Whatever it is, just put it in that you're doing. Anybody doing home parties? Looks like so far it's all Facebook so far. Or online, all Facebook. Okay. Oh, there was a home. Okay, because some places have opened up and are doing them. So, oh, and Messenger. Okay, yeah. Of course. That's a Facebook, mostly Facebook. Okay. So I actually just had a home party on Friday, and it's funny that you called it pink out because I call it blackout. So all of my home parties, if I do them in October, is a blackout, and kind of an October theme, but not too extreme October theme. And it turns out a lot of fun to do that. So, okay, so there's Renee says home parties. Good. That's interesting. So we're looking at probably 90% are doing Facebook parties right now, but some of you are doing home parties. And some of you might want to merge into that, doing that as well. So now I want to ask you another question. Out of all those responses, obviously you all want parties. Okay, how many parties do you have? Or let me say this, how many parties do you want a month? Do you want 1 to 2? Do you want 4 to 6? Or do you want 10? What do you want? 1 to 2, 4 to 6, or 10? What do you want? Okay, not what you have. What do you want to have each month? So look at those numbers. That's really interesting. There's several 10s. I saw somebody put 15. Awesome. Okay, so ideally 6 to 8. Okay, good. This is really, really important. You need to know how many you want. That's the starting point. And of course, you need to know exactly when you're going to have them. Okay, so I do my Facebook parties Monday through Thursdays, and we have 2 mega parties, a Thursday and a Sunday. So that's what we have. And I want to tell you one of the best tips, one of the best things you could do. And by the way, some of this, and Tish has asked us, we are going back to some basics. So what I'm saying is so many of it is just basic things as a reminder and inspiration for all of you seasoned stylists, right? That are just selling all of the 20K and above anyways. And then a lot of this is for the newbies to inspire you and to help you achieve your financial goals that you want to achieve. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So a lot of it are the basics. One of the best tips I can probably give you right now, right off the top of my, if someone were to ask me, Connie, what's your best tip to do, is you have to know what you want and you write it down. I use a calendar like this, and at the top, every single month, I write down exactly. It's so simple. Because then I see it every day. And yeah, I work with my calendar is open like most of the time. So what did you write down? What do you know? What do you want? So I have on here, because of our, fallen all in, I put 15K, baby, with an explanation point. I put a little bit of energy to it. Book 15 parties and recruit 5. I'm putting that out there, just saying that's a lot. But I want to tell you though, what's happening, I made a total mind shift, and I have 14 bookings on my calendar for October. Okay, and I had 15, but one did cancel only because she told me the reason is because she is now getting off of Facebook completely. So it had nothing to do with me or Park Lane or, I'm too busy type of stuff. It's just that she's done with Facebook for a little while, but I'm checking back with her later. So I'm sharing with you some nuggets that a lot of it comes from a place of mindset of what you want. Could you answer if I said, hey, do you know what you want? If I were to ask, Christy, say, Christy, do you know what you want? How many bookings do you want? How many recruits do you want? What do you want to sell? Of course.
Yes, you want me to answer?
Yeah, go. Yeah, just like.
Yes,
boom, boom.
I want between 10 and 12 bookings a month. Okay, I want to sell about 10,000. That's my goal, y'all. That's does not have to be your goal. And I'd love to recruit at least 2 a month personally.
Okay, awesome. I love that. Everybody on this call, everybody watching the recording, you have to know at a snap of the finger exactly what you want this month. If you do not, you're going to be, when that breeze comes, you're going to kind of blow that way. And then you're going to blow that way. And then the end of the month is here. And it's like, holy smokes, what happened? I didn't think I wanted to sell more, but I don't know what happened. That is a focus for your brain. It needs it. And the mere fact that you got it out of your head, onto the pen, onto the paper, solidifies, and you are telling your brain, this is what I want. And you know what happens is that the reticular activating system, I've talked about this before, goes into play automatically. It starts now seeing those things. Where can I get bookings? Where can I look? Who can I ask? What can I say back to them? What is my response? It does all of that for you when you told it what you want. It's in your favor to write it down every single month, okay? And to create a quarter goal. That's another whole type of training, but we're in Q4 now. Do you know what you want for your quarter, the last quarter of the month? Do you know what kind of volume that you would love to have? So there's a little mindset there as well. Okay, so, and because this boldness unleashes a power that you can tap into, and it feels so good to write it down. How many of you write it down, put it in the chat? Do you write down those 3 things? Do you know, boom, boom, boom? Or is it more like, well, I'd like to sell an X amount. I'd like to, but even if you don't hit it, that does not matter. That's not what I'm talking about. This is where your brain now has a little focus. Put it in the chat. How many of you know what you want to sell, book, and recruit every single month? Okay, write it down if you were no. So now I have a question for you. It's a pretty big question. Are you interested in filling your calendar, or are you committed to filling your calendar? Are you interested, or are you committed? You're interested in losing weight? Are you committed to losing weight? Same kind of an analogy, right? Are you interested? I'm pretty interested, but heck yeah, I'm pretty committed. Type it in. Are you committed right now? Thank you for typing that in. I am committed. And it's not just to win these awesome prizes. And the prizes are phenomenal, right? I get stoked about all of this, especially this Fallen All In is just amazing. It is stretching me, and I love that stretch. And by the way, when you feel like, oh my gosh, it's just the stretch happening, it's a good thing. So embrace that feeling and love it and make it your friend and think, okay, this means something good is going to happen when you have those kind of crazy feelings. It's okay, lean into it and enjoy that. Okay, the stretch is really, really good. Okay, so one of the other 2 things besides writing it down, the other 2 things, and I promise you, I'll get to the hesitations and the hesitations and the objections in just a moment, but I'm setting this up, okay? And that is the other 2 things besides writing exactly down what you want each month is number 2 is enthusiasm, and number 3 is consistency. We've heard this before. Again, this is some basics, but absolutely. Do you feel like I'm enthusiastic? Do I look enthusiastic? I feel like I am every day when I'm, putting on my arm party, and I'm looking like if I got pulled over for being a park lane stylist, I would get arrested. I'm just saying, okay, so would you get arrested? Hopefully. I mean, how fun is our product, right? Okay, so you need to absolutely have a plan of action in place. Do you have a plan of action? What does that even mean? Okay, this is absolutely making a decision actually brings a sense of peace and confidence because you know what you will be doing today and the next. Do you sometimes get stressed out over all the things that you want to do? So one of the things to help alleviate that stress, okay, and the stress hormone out of your body is you actually plan in advance your success. That means, on this day, you're going to be doing booking calls. On this day, you're going to be doing coaching calls. On this day, you have this. Because then when you're doing booking calls and reach outs and all of that, you are fully all in it because the next day or in 2 hours, because you blocked it in, you're doing your hostess coaching then. So you're not thinking of 5 things and getting stressed out about all the things you want to do. So having that, making a decision of your calendar. And I know a lot of our team, I mean, we're looking at probably, I don't know, 75 to 85% work another full-time job. So you ladies, definitely you have a system, and it seems like a lot of you are just getting amazing things done with all that too. So I wanted to make sure that you focus on what you want, not what you do not have. So right now, I'm just saying over everybody, never again say, I don't know how to get any bookings. I don't have any bookings. You may never say that again. Okay. And that is because there's tons of trainings and tons of ways and tons of verbiage and other ways to now help you reach those goals. But one of the reasons is because what it does when your brain hears the word don't, okay, is then that's what it's focusing on. And that's what it focuses on. Okay. So we need to make sure is that you're saying more things, like you're thinking more things like, you know what, I'm getting my bookings today. I can't wait to meet the ladies who I'm going to book parties with today. So it's like you're getting, your brain is like pumped up and stoked about it. I'm telling you, trust me on this. When you do this, when you have your affirmations every single morning and you write them down, it fires you up, it pumps you up and gets you into that mindset of doing that stretch and getting these things that you want to have, right? Why else do we want to have all these bookings? It's not just for the prizes and the recognition, but we absolutely love that. It is because we're making a huge impact. We are helping women feel beautiful, important, and confident because of our product. That is our jam, my friends. That is our jam. And that's what we do. I always say, I have the best job in the world. When someone asks me what I do, that is literally what I say. I have the best job in the world. And they look at me and I say, I get to help women feel beautiful, important, and confident and help them reach their financial goals. Isn't that awesome? It's with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you heard of that before? And that's my go-to. So look at the bigger picture of why you're doing this is because you get to make an impact with women that come into your life. And women are going to come and go, in this industry, and we know that. But what is the impact? What was the influence that you had on her for those brief moments, those brief hours that you had them on Facebook and texting them and making carts and all of that? Did they feel your goodness? Were you a source of light and love for them? That is the biggest goal you can do. So if you're thinking about that, I'm going to be a source of love and light for this woman, that will come across instead of, I need bookings. Okay, so it's really important to tap into your hearts, tap into that feeling of love, right, and of gratitude. Love and gratitude is the highest two vibrations you'll ever have that will work miracles. Be that miracle worker, my friends, in your own business, and you could totally do this. All right, so let's move on. Who wants to hear about what is the difference anyways? What is the difference between overcoming objections or hesitations? So I'm going to share those with you, okay? So when you get a hesitation, that means sometimes the response doesn't come very fast. Sometimes when we're asking for parties, we get a no, that or no thanks or something like that. But when there's not a response right away, and I know a lot of you do the sandwich approach and it works, or the green dot approach with the sandwich approach, and you see it start working, it is literally because this is the reason. They have a small obstacle that they are concerned about. Let me say that again. When there's a hesitation, it's because they have a small obstacle they are concerned about. Think about it. Every woman's lives, we all have stuff. We have things happening. Okay, a lot of us are not going to even know the details or the privacy of the things happening because it is way too private. They're not even things that you could post about and ask for prayer about because it is too private. Okay, so think about that. She might have just a small obstacle and concern about. So there's the hesitation. Now, when you get the objection, right? What is an objection? That is, I can't do this right now, or no, thank you. Okay. Her obstacle is bigger in her mind, and she's just not ready to say yes yet. So that's the difference between a hesitation and an objection. Do you see that? And we will get both. We're going to get both of them. And a lot of times it is just a hesitation. And that is simply because of whatever it is that she's concerned about, whatever that smaller obstacle that's there. So that's our job then as stylists to help alleviate any of her concerns or whatever it is. So this is what I have found when I'm asking for bookings is sometimes they're responding to, my gosh, that's going to be so much. I know what they're thinking because trust me, I've asked a lot of my people that did end up saying yes. And this was their response, that they thought it was going to take so much time, that it was going to be so overwhelming that they couldn't do all these things. So right away, their brain jumped to all of that, right? So this is my response, what I'm saying, and I'm getting several yeses because of it. This is the number one thing I'm saying. And I'm just going into role play mode. And that is this. It is going to be one of the, hey, my friend, okay, I'll start over. Hey, my friend, let's book a party for you. I would love to spoil you as my hostess. It is going to be the easiest party you'll ever have. If you can invite, tag, and comment, it's going to be great because think about it. You don't even have to clean your house or cook any food. How awesome is that? Can I send you more information about it? Boom, like that. So that is how I'm getting bookings right now, just from that straight out sentence like that, because right away, if she was hesitant about it, I just reminded her, all you do is invite, tag, and comment, right? And that I reminded her she doesn't have to cook or clean. Sometimes they might forget that. I mean, how many of you had the responses, well, okay, what time did you want me to hop on the live with you? Or what do I need to be on there? Am I on the live too? Or, they're just not totally clear unless they have seen already you in action from a party and they kind of get it. But if you're starting off by scratch, I mean, they maybe not fully get the full picture of a Facebook party, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Does that help a little bit of clarity right there? Okay, good. Yeah, just nod. Since everyone's on. Yeah, I love the nods. Thank you I love the nod. Okay, so that's the difference between those two. Now, some of these things that I have to share with you, and I would love to then when we're done, by the way, open it up. If you have an objection, let's go into role play together and we'll unmute you and then you can ask it. And those are the things that I would say back, or someone else can too as well, because we're all a team, we're all helping each other. I'm just sharing some things with you that are working right now for me and for my team. And here we go. So the first one is, I bet you can guess. After I ask, I'm just too busy to book a show. I mean, who else gets that one, right? Raise your hand. I'm just so busy right now. Okay. So that one was more than a hesitation. It was now leaning in towards the objection. So now when you're listening to your people, what they respond back to you, you need to quickly evaluate, was that more of a hesitation or is this more of an objection? And what are you going to say about it? Okay. So the first thing that I would say back to her, and believe me, I had this all typed up already for you. I'm prepared. And so I'm going to then download this in the files right after the training. Okay. But it's really important that you do take your own notes, because sometimes your brain is going to hear something. Sometimes you're going to be inspired into something that you need to hear, that you need to write down, that might not even be in my notes. For all of you that pray over your business, that's how God blesses your business, by other things and putting thoughts into your mind, exactly what you need to hear, because God is in the details of our business, right, my friends? Right? Okay, so that's really, really important, that you just don't sit back in your lazy boy recliner and don't take notes. It's absolutely essential that you do. Okay, no lazy boy recliners here, right? Okay, just get out your pen and paper and write down a lot of things. In fact, I don't even do my team meetings until everybody holds up their notebook that they are writing, because they make sure that they have a team notebook that they write down all the notes. And is because you will be inspired. You will hear something else that you needed to hear that's going to help you in your business. Okay. When you pray over it, God's going to definitely bring those answers to you when we go into action with faith. All right. So I'm too busy to book a show. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to acknowledge what she just said. I can relate. What are you so busy with? And then let her answer, right? Acknowledge it. wow, that sounds awesome. What are you so busy with? Okay, just let her like have the conversation, right? It's okay. And she's going to tell you what it is, because sometimes people wear that as a badge. Did you realize, oh, I'm so busy? They're wearing the busy as a badge. And so let them talk. Let them share all the things that they're, that they're busy with. It's good to and then you're starting to get to know her and you're making it personal. Okay. Oh my gosh. Susie, it sounds like it is time for you to have some fun with your friends and have like a jewelry party together. I'm telling you, my friend, it's going to be the easiest party you'll ever have. I'll set it up for you. I'll do all the work. All you're going to do is invite. And then I want you just to tag and comment once a day. And trust me on this, because I know you're going to love the $400 or more in free. What do you say? Let's pick a date in about 3 weeks. How does that sound? And we'll plan in advance your party and make it a success. So you see what I'm saying? I listen to her, then we're talking, but I still am being a businesswoman. I'm not pressuring anybody, right? I'm being a business owner or a businesswoman. I'm responding in a way that sounds very advantageous to her, didn't it? There was a lot of it all about her in there and how I'm going to serve her in there. Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're serving. Okay. We're in the service business, right? Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. How may I serve you? Okay. Another one would be, did you know, after she told you what did you know that you are the best kind of hostess? You're actually my favorite kind of hostess because you probably know a lot of people. How about we choose a date in the next month and I'll send you a super cute save the date to forward to your girlfriends now, and I'll make your free Facebook group and I'm going to make it so easy for you. How does that sound? If we plan it for next month, do you want to go for it still? Like that. So sometimes if she has a more of an objection and she's a little bit stressed, I don't want to make her more stressed out. I'll take a booking in November. I mean, wouldn't you? Heck yeah, right? And then this is the other tip. When you create that save the date little graphic for her, when the day she says yes and you send it to her, boom, she's in. She's in. And all you tell her to do is say, send this to your favorite 30 Facebook girlfriends today. They're going to save the date. We're in. And you're going to absolutely love it. I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love my Facebook parties like that. So that's really, really important to do that the day that you get the yes. Okay. It doesn't matter if the party's in 4 days, okay, or next month. It's just really important to do that as much as you can, as close as you can to the day you got the yes. All right. Now, if for those of you that are doing Facebook parties, this is a great response. It's like you're just too busy right now, or you're looking for any kind of, party with a few girlfriends even. It doesn't have to be 10 or more. It could be just with a small gathering and she says, again, I'm just too busy right now. You say, you know what? Let's make it a 1 hour happy hour. How about that? Where you can just happy hour show so you can touch base with all your friends and just have a blast. I promise it'll just be 1 hour in and out, and they're just going to see all the gorgeous jewelry. How does that sound? A happy hour. So that's something else. You can just tone it back a bit. Okay. It doesn't have to be the full on presentation and all of that, because believe me, when the ladies get in front of the jewelry, you probably don't need to make a presentation. All right. All they need to understand is the customer sale. And you can do that one-on-one as you're walking around your product, or as you're passing it around, at the restaurant or on the couch. Okay. So it could be a smaller gathering. How about this one? I don't know enough people to invite. I get that one a lot. I don't have that many friends, right? How many of us have heard that before? Okay. Yeah. Many, many times. Okay, so these are some of the responses that I would have. I'll send you the saved date now and simply invite everyone that you can think of. So don't worry about how many will show up. We're going to have fun, whoever's going to make it. You just released her from the pressure. That is your job. You're a pressure releaser, okay? You just took off the valve because she doesn't need one more thing, but she would like to. I mean, who wouldn't want all that free jewelry? Who wouldn't want the free jewelry? Okay, they all want it. They just have a slight hesitation. They just have a slight objection. That's all because of something in their life that they're concerned about. So if you are the pressure releaser, you took off that valve and you're saying all these things, you're listening to her, making it personal, letting her talk, you're going to get the bookings. You will get them. Okay. And another one is, let's see, let's work together on a guest list real quick. I'll bet you know more people than you think of. Are you on any clubs? Do you belong to a women's church group? Do you, what is it that you like to do? Just what are some things? And a lot of times they say, well, I'm involved in this one committee, or I do this one sport, or I'm with a women's church group, and another thing is what about your coworkers, or even, your neighbors that you're close with? So things like that, we're actually getting her mind from the objection or the hesitation to right away, you switched her mind to think about the things that she is involved in. And then all of a sudden watch this. She's going to say to you, you know what? I'm actually the PTA treasurer right now. I can ask those ladies, because you know why she said that? She's more of an introvert. So she doesn't always like to be out there, but she's the one that does things behind the scenes. Those ladies, they're doing things, but they don't like to be out in the front. They're very, very happy and content to be behind the scenes doing things. That goes directly to her. Let's talk about the things that you are involved in right now. And then you kind of help her brainstorm them out. I say, I promise, I'm going to give you the exact verbiage of what to copy and paste to send them. Okay, no matter who comes, we're still going to have a blast, and I'm still going to get you free jewelry. How does that sound, my friend? You deserve this. Okay, so things like that. So think about also their personality type could be because she's more of an introvert as well. And of course, those extroverts, okay, you just say a few things in their love language, boom, you got them. Okay, you could post about it on your Facebook page. You could tell all of your friends that you love. They're going to love you for it, right? You're going to be the hero with this one, getting all these girls together. Oh my gosh, everyone's going to love your Facebook party. If you're talking about her, okay, and she's a big extrovert, you're nailing it. You're talking to her in her vibration, in her love language as well, too. So keep that in mind. Another one we get is my friends are too busy to come. She objected that she's too busy, but then right away she's projecting that her friends are too busy, because right away she thought about her warm circle. We talk about that, our warm circle. We all have them, kind of those first few girlfriends that you always think about right away when we're thinking about booking something for somebody else. So she might have said, oh, my friends are real busy, because I mean, what woman isn't? Okay, right? So we need to now take off the pressure, say something that's going to relate to that. Okay, if I were to say to that, oh, but you're going to get $400 in free jewelry, did that alleviate her pressure? No, because this lady is thinking about her friends. You see that? She's caring about her friends right now. So you see something back that relates to that objection. And that is a clear objection she is giving you, but she didn't tell you no. She gave you that, oh, my friends are just really busy right now. Remember, that's her perspective of her quick few friends that she chose to think about why she said that to you. And so what are you going to say to that? Oh my goodness, Susie, on Facebook, your friends are just going to relax and watch me go live. They can even watch the replay if they want to. They can even watch it in their pajamas with their drink of choice, my friend. How about this? Let's call it a wine and shine, and then we'll talk about that. How does that sound? Because every woman loves to just kick out. Hey, we're all on Facebook anyways, right? So you can see where I reminded her then it's just about they can watch the live or they can watch the replay. Remember, you can tell her that is a choice. That is a choice. People can watch the replay, but we're doing a little bit more follow-up stylist when folks are watching replays, and that's fine. That's our job. We're doing our job when we do follow-up, okay? If you're not doing any follow-up, you're not doing your job. right? So it's okay, just accept it. Follow up is just part of what we do as stylists, but it's fun. Don't you? It's kind of a fun job. It's a fun job description. And do you know why it's fun? Because we're connecting with women. We're making an impact. We're having any kind of influence in her life. Okay. We are reaching out to her. And I want to share with you, when you get the flat out, no, I really can't. I just absolutely can't do it right now. You're going to say a couple of things to her is, I totally understand. You want to repeat, acknowledge what she said. I totally understand. I totally get it right now. Is it okay if I call you back next month to see if that's a better time? She's going to reply back, yes or no. If she says no, again, just Facebook really isn't for me. Say, no problem. I totally understand. Is there something I could pray about for you in your life? I would be happy to do that. She's going to go, whoa, yes. And she might just tell you, okay, talk about being a light and love in her life, a positive influence in her life. She will always remember that. Okay. And that is, then you did your job, booking or no booking. You did your job as a Park Lane stylist. So how do you want to be remembered when you do get the no? Because we all get them. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to leave her feeling when she said no to you? Are you going to leave her feeling like, oh my gosh, like you just left her, you just said, okay, thanks. No, you got to say more than that, right? You want to help her still feel loved and appreciated and honored as a woman, even if she said no to you, because your job is to help women feel beautiful, important, and confident, right? No matter what, right? Okay, let's continue. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing really good on time. Okay, so that was the one that we were talking about, her friends. Now let's see, let me read another one here. My friends are really watching their budget these days. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, my friends are really watching their budget these days. I get that one sometimes, or you might get a version of it. I just don't know. The jewelry is just really expensive. I mean, how many of you heard that one before? When she's honest with you and tells you that, okay? And so now it's our job to clarify things up. Again, she's thinking of her friends. She's thinking of their budget. She's more of an introvert because of that. So she doesn't want to impose on them to have to spend. Remember, so all of those little thoughts that she's having right now, she's having all these thoughts right now, all at the same time, right? When you asked her that, and that was her response, that, you know, my friends are really watching their budget right now. Okay, so these are a few things that you could say to that. And you capitalize the word love if this is being done by text. They will love Park Lane Jewelry Customer Program. They're going to get so much for so little. And if they only want one thing, that's totally okay, because we have amazing, gorgeous earrings under $25. They can even just buy a gift for an upcoming birthday or special occasion or for the holidays. So there's one right there. So if this lady is thinking about money, you want to quickly say something to that effect, that they're going to love our customer program so much. As a matter of fact, I will show on the party, if you would like, at least 25 pieces under $38. Would you like me to do that and just show those pieces? There you go. You can say that, or you can switch it and just say, I totally understand about that. How would you like it if we did a 38 and under party? I will only show 38 and under parties. And by the way, I'd had one of these. I did it as a 48-hour 38 and under party, and it was a $1,500 party, my friends. Okay. So that's a whole nother training, is our 38 and under parties. It's very, very, very similar to the earring party, you know, bracelet party and all of that, but it's everything 38 and under with beautiful graphics. a senior division leader on my team, Danielle Seaver. She made all of the graphics of everything under 38, you know, that, so you're not discounting. It's not a social sale. Okay. It is literally just 38 and under. Okay. So it's awesome. It's awesome to have those. And you can do those as a 24-hour, a 48-hour, or, you know, a 5-day Facebook party if you want it. That's up to you. But sometimes this is a great thing to do, by the way, in your VIP groups, when you're just looking for that extra to hit Rich Rewards 1 or whatever. And you create the event in your Facebook create the event in your VIP group. So you could click invite all, you know what I mean? So a lot of people are responding right now, Allie, to the 38 and under too. So it's pretty awesome. If Tish wants me to, I can do a quick little live in the Treasure Tribe about that real quick if she wanted to. But let's go on. Let's talk some more about objections and hesitations and what are some of the things. And then what do you say then? Do you see the pattern happening so far? Do you see the pattern so far of what you're going to respond to these women? It is coming from a place of gratitude, coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of thinking about them, where they're at, knowing full well, because she didn't say yes right away. We're not talking about those ladies. We're talking about the ones that hesitated or gave you an objection, is because some kind of concern is happening in her life. We need to respect that, because again, we don't know what it is. So we're going to respond back in a space that honors her. Okay. So let's check out some more about the budget response. Let's see here. Even when people choose not to purchase, they love learning how to use the jewelry, and they have in a fun new way. So even if we have guests on watching and they don't make a purchase, that's okay, because some will and some won't. I totally understand that. I just want to spoil you, my friend. So we have to let her know. Remember the budget reaction here. Some of her friends will, some of her friends won't. We already just mentioned that some can buy it 38 and under or as a gift for somebody. We already said that, but now we're saying, I totally understand. In fact, I do a lot of Facebook parties where some purchase and some don't. But I tell you what, they all love watching the live, because I teach how to enhance a woman's style. Want to just go for it? Because I would love to teach you and your friends of how to enhance your style. So you're saying what's in it for her and her friends, because this is a woman that thinks about her friends, not just about the free jewelry. Of course, free is a great reason, but we have to think of other reasons why to book, okay, and what to say back to them. Let's see. So those are some of the responses that I have here all typed out too. So that I already just said. Okay, so let's look at another one. Let's see here. I'm just not sure if I can get anyone to come. I had a Pampered Chef party last month and nobody wanted to come. I just don't know if I can get anyone to come to a Park Lane party. Have you had that before? Because sometimes people do other direct sales parties, right? That they get asked and they say that. So they had a negative experience with the one. And so now they're concerned. She didn't say no to you. She just said, you know what? I'm not sure if I can get anybody to come. And then she said, why? These are some things that you can say. I can totally understand your concern, but let's make it a super fun theme, okay? And here are some of my fun themes. Which one do you love best? We could do a wine and shine. We could do a margarita madness. We could do, anything that you want. You can then say some other themes that are appropriate for that month, right? And so if you're now making it about the fun, maybe that was the element that was missing in her Pampered Chef party, because it was just all about the pots and pans. Okay, not everybody needs those. And you could say something else similar to, with Park Lane jewelry. Oh my goodness, my friends, jewelry doesn't judge. It's going to fit everybody. Your friends are absolutely going to love our jewelry. And again, they can just get one thing, or if they get a lot, they're going to save a ton of money. Or the ladies that are just watching and don't buy, they're going to love the presentation, because I tell you what, my Facebook lives are fun. I love what I do. I love spoiling women. I would love to spoil you. Here's my 3 dates. So you're just being a businesswoman, saying what's in it for her, saying who you are, right? Who are you? Are you fun? Are you passionate? Are you stylish? Do you love doing what you do? Tap into that, my friends. Your bookings will increase when you tap into why you love what you do. And you're coming from that place of loving on that woman, right? And of course, one other thing that has completely helped me is that in my daily morning prayer, that I'll know what to say to women that I am asking, because that he knows what's going on, right, in their life, but he also knows that I'm going to be a blessing in their life, right? So pray for that, to know the words of what to say. They'll come to you. I promise they'll come to you. So now something else we got to make sure that we're talking about is when they do say that absolute no, and I already expressed, something that you say, I totally understand. And then you're going again, you're asking her, is there something I could pray for in your business for you? But if you're not comfortable saying that, if that is not authentic for you to say, then don't. But this is something else that you can say. And that is, I so appreciate you as a VIP customer. Here's my VIP group link that you can just join that. I do lots of raffles and sales. I know you're going to love it. Thank you so much. Let me know if you do change your mind, because I'm just a text away. So you can easily, after the no, get them into your VIP group and tell them what's in it for them. Okay. So that is an option as well. So I would love to open it up for anything in the chat about what other kind of response you're getting, or any questions that you might have, or any comments that you have. You put in the chat, or just raise your hand, and then Allie, or you can unmute yourself.
Gosh, Connie, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I had my notebook.
Good
I
girl.
took some notes. Yes, I'd love to take some comments or some questions. So, I didn't see a ton of questions come through because I got a lot of confirmation. I mean, you covered so much, Connie, that I got a lot of confirmation that people get the same things that you're getting, right? The people are interested in the under 38 party. I already texted Christy about that, or texted Tish about this. So do we have any questions while people are maybe typing their comments? I would love to, I get all the things that you get. Some of the things that I get are, hold on, I wrote this down. My friend, no, I don't.
Hey, Allie, great news. Danielle Sievers just loaded in the files, all of her graphics in the Treasure Tribe for the 38 and under party.
Oh, awesome.
You're
that
the
needs
best.
to be, yes,
the best.
I'm actually personally putting together an October and November weekly plan for VIP and party ideas. And so I'm going to throw that into one of the weeks. That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any, what I was going to share is when people say that they don't know enough people, what I really get, and I would love to know if you get this and how you respond to this, is, oh, all of my friends are in this group, because they were chatting with their friends. Probably 4 people they actually chatted with were actually in that group. How do you respond to that? I mean, I'm doing mainly Facebook parties, so they're like, oh, all my friends were in this. It's no different than, oh, we have the same friends, right? But they're seeing the 30 people that are maybe in the group, and maybe 10 of them are their friends. So how do you respond to that? Okay,
so what I would say to that is, like, that is so awesome, because then they already know how awesome a Park Lane Jewelry Facebook party is. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark. In fact, I bet you anything they did not get all the things that they really wanted. So let's book yours out in about 4 weeks. We'll space it out, and we're going to rock yours. Okay.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. Mm-hmm. The other thing that I've gotten more now with online parties that you did mention that I absolutely loved that you said was I've already hosted, or I don't have good parties. This is how people say it to me. They're like, oh, no, I don't have good parties. I don't have good parties. I do not have good parties. Trust me, every time I have a party, I do not have good parties. And I thought I would share my response. It comes with a lot of confidence. And I mean, a lot of these answers that you're sharing, they're all extremely confident, like, because we know how to have good parties. The theme is a big part of it, but you guys, our programs and our format are a massive, like, reason as to why our parties work so well. And the fact that if you're doing them online, you're going through one piece of jewelry at a time. It's the reveal. People build a list. They buy more because they have a list. They want to do a party because they have a list. And people actually kind of think, well, maybe I need to do something like this because I clearly love 30 pieces of jewelry that this woman has gone over. And so I share whenever people say that, oh girl, I'm not even worried about that. I know how to have great parties. We do it together. I know exactly what to do to have a good party. We'll just do this together. You do everything I tell you to do, and we're going to have a good party. If you have ever had someone say that to you, oh, I don't have good parties, and then they've had a great party, also share that. Oh no, I've had people say that to me, and then we have good parties together. I'm not even remotely concerned about that. So it comes from that confidence. All of these answers that Connie shared, the confidence is a lot of the times what really makes a big difference too. So thank you so much, Connie.
You're welcome. And that confidence comes from your heart, that you want to be a blessing in this space that you are, with all the women that come and go in your life. So that comes from that. It truly does. But Allie, I have a feeling though that Tish would love a picture like she always does. So people, you want to take that snapshot, take that picture. If everybody wants to be on the screen and say hello now, show your face, because this is your chance, right? And there might be a couple. Here comes all the faces. See, they were there.
Oh yes, we should have.
That's all we need to say is that it's picture time, and here you are.
Okay, here. Okay, I'm going to go through all of the pages. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, that's page 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a lot of people who are not on now. That smile. Okay, all righty, there we got it. Okay, y'all. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining. Just reminder, quick, hold on, I lost y'all. What happened? Did I close? Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, I need to go back over. It's like, I can't see anybody anymore. Submit on October 13th, Pink Out Day and Close Your Parties, RRC Level 1, in case you missed this at the beginning, and the Moonlight Impression Bracelet. And then go and look at where you are and declare and decide what it is that you would like to accomplish this month, like Connie said, and this quarter. Like, look at the next 3 months and decide. I absolutely loved what you said, Connie. You said something about whenever your decision is made, it's very easy to know exactly how to answer that question whenever someone asks you. And when that decision is there, we kind of work towards it. It's very much in front of us as to what we need to do. So I appreciate y'all. Okay. Were you going to share something, Connie?
Oh, no, actually, I want to share. I'll just wrap it up with one of my favorite quotes right now, because one of the reasons why you might be hesitating, what do you think it is? Fear.
Oh, you're asking me?
Anybody. It's usually because of fear. You're afraid to get that objection or hesitation. So you're not even putting it out there.
Yes.
So
yes,
think about
absolutely.
that. The more objections and hesitations you're getting, yes, go you, right? Pat yourself on the back. I just got an objection. I just got a hesitation. All right, this is good. That's a good thing, right? It's going to happen. If you're not getting it all, that means you're not doing your business, okay? And you can't go me when you're not getting any, all right? So here's something applies to fear. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. I actually posted it on my personal timeline today. So courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. Punch it in the face. Okay. Get it out. Get out of here. Punch fear in the face. Y'all know what that feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Say, get out of here. I got a job to do. And do
Enough already, right?
Yes.
Enough.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Connie. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you, Connie.
Bye.